Hello everybody, and welcome to Sim Racing Therapy. My name's Ted Reed, and I'm going to be your host. Now what I plan on doing with this channel is first and foremost having fun, guys. So primarily, let's do that. Let's jump out on the track. Already got a nice McLaren GT3. Let's take that out to the Nürburgring. That's always fun. So a lot of you guys probably clicked on that button because you saw that channel, Sim Racing Therapy, and thought, Sim Racing Therapy, that sounds unusual. What's the deal? Allow me to get out on the track and I'll explain myself a little bit further. Always feel more comfortable on the track, I'm sure we all can agree. So let's get out there and allow me to explain myself, okay? So being an introduction to the channel, this is very first episode, obviously. So I'll just tell a little bit of my backstory, history, and sim racing, things like that, okay? And what we plan on doing with the channel. All right, like I said before, my name's Ted Reed, 43-year-old father of 5 beautiful children and a beautiful wife, okay? Living here in the United States, been sim racing since about 2010. Cars have always been my passion, and ever since I discovered sim racing, it's been my passion. It's the affordable passion. I'm sure we can all agree with that one. Um, you know, um, so been an avid, passionate sim racer since about 2010, and then fast forward to about 2018, and found out I had advanced degenerative disc disease. So went to the doctors, got MRIs, X-rays, all that good noise, and found out that the back problems are, pretty severe. For those that don't know, degenerative disc disease is just when your discs in between your vertebrae dry up, and everybody's does it. Some people just do it faster, and that's when they call it advanced degenerative disc disease. To put it in perspective, when the doctors looked at my MRIs, 41-year-old man, my back looked like a 80-year-old man. Genetics, body structure, lots and lots of hard work, all had stuff to do with that stuff. All had things to do with that. And, so immediately I was put out of sim racing, and it was just in so much pain. I couldn't walk, and was given a choice of, spinal fusion or dealing with, extreme amounts of pain on a daily basis. So, of course, we chose the spinal fusion, and it helped. It did not heal the problem, but it helped for sure. I am able to deal with the pain now on a daily basis, whereas before it wasn't even dealable, guys. All that went down. I lost my job, lost my car, before this, I was the main breadwinner of our house, and my wife was a stay-at-home mom. Of course, we got 5 kids, and that's the way we ran our house. She stayed home with the 5, and I brought home the money for the bills. And when I became disabled, that was a huge, chaotic time for us, because my wife hadn't worked in years and years, and didn't know where to start from there. But first things first, sold all my sim gear. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to sim race again anyway. So all the sim racing gear I had acquired throughout the years went bye-bye. But that's what happens when you become disabled. You give up those things, and anyone that's been disabled in the United States knows it ain't easy. I also deal with a few mental issues on top of that, and that's another thing we're going to cover in the Sim Racing Therapy channel. I deal with PTSD, social anxiety, panic disorder, and a couple other things. And what I really see lacking in this community, this is a huge community. Sim racing is so huge now. I remember when I started, there was no online anything. You're racing at AI 100% of the time. But the community's so big now. We've got so many people, big streamers and YouTubers and stuff. But the one thing we don't have is someone to address all the people out there, all those sim racers out there like me that are racing with disabilities, and are, out there having fun and trying to enjoy themselves, and make their life better through a game or a simulation, if you will. And that's where the therapy comes in, guys. If there's one thing I've come to realize, and being out of sim racing for almost 2 years, I had my surgery in, January of 2019. I had my double spinal fusion. Went through some therapies, had another surgery in late 2019. But through physical therapy, seeing my psychiatrist, taking my medications, my doctor prescribed medications, within the past couple of weeks, I felt, maybe the past month, I felt like I needed to try to sim race again. I love it that much, and I felt like I was in good enough shape that I could tolerate it, and so I went ahead and found an old rinky-dink T150 RS, that famous Thrustmaster. Not even 300, guys, because prices here in America right now are ridiculous for sim racing equipment. And like I said, being disabled in America is not easy. But anyway, got the rinky-dink little T150 out here, just having a blast, and that's where the therapy comes in, because I've searched the gamut of things that would help me in my life, in my day-to-day struggles, if you will. The things that I go through in my mind and my body, and I try to find things to escape that, and help me be happier as a person, and I'm sure everybody wants that in their life, and that's what we're trying to do with this channel. But the one thing I realized when I got this wheel, as soon as I got it back, as soon as I got a wheel back in my hands, it didn't matter. I lost an amazing sim rig set up, and now I'm in an office chair with a T150. I'm still having a blast. Was the $5,000 setup better? Hell yeah, it is. All day, every day. But can you still have a blast on $250? Hell yeah, you can. And I'm doing it right now. That's right on back to the therapy aspect of it, guys. The one thing, the strongest aspect of simulation racing is therapy, especially for the mental game, for the mental disabilities. Me personally, everything I say is personal anyway. Personal opinion always. But the amount of focus that these type of simulations take is almost realistic to life. So it takes your mind from wherever you were, whether it was negative or wherever you were. If you want to be out of that place, you get in your simulation rig, you get behind your wheel. Doesn't matter, 1 or 2 laps, I guarantee you by the end of those 1 or 2 laps, you are not where you used to be. You are in a better place. You are thinking about something else, happy, maybe wanting to do another lap or try another car. Who knows? You guys know how this sport is. It's addictive as hell. But the other therapeutic aspect that I find from this game, or from racing simulations in general, is being stuck at home with PTSD and social anxiety pretty much keeps me from going out. It's hard, it really is, but when you can get into a game like this that actually makes you be physical, and you are not sitting in a chair, I'm sitting in a chair, but you're not just being motionless and laying in bed and feeling bedbound all the time, and that leads to depression, that leads to self-worthless, feeling of worthlessness and feeling like you're not contributing because you can't do it. That's not your fault you can't do it. You have to realize that. And these games, these simulations give you, that little bit of exercise, a little bit of physical therapy that you may not even know that you're needing or you're getting, but it's there. And those are the types of things that I'm going to cover further in this channel. But first and foremost, this channel is about having fun. You don't have to have disabilities to watch these videos. I'm sure there's many people out there like me and probably a lot worse off than me out there killing it. And of course, I can't race like I used to. I can't use a clutch yet. My right arm still has some nerve and muscle damage. My right leg a little bit too. So, I'm not using that as a crutch by any means. My lap times aren't anywhere where I'd want them to be. But of course, I've been out of the game for almost 2 years, so maybe I can get a little bit of leeway from you guys on that end. But the main focus of this channel is to have fun, not to have disabilities. But we are going to focus on disabilities and how they can affect your game, and how they can improve your life on a day-to-day basis. Simply 10-20 minutes a day on a simulation like this can change your life, can change your afternoon, your evening, the rest of your day, because you took 2-3 laps around the Nürburgring like I'm doing right now, and by the time you get done, who knows how well you'll feel. But I guarantee you won't feel crummy, you won't feel worse. I guarantee that. If there's one thing I can guarantee, if you're a sim racer like me, you'll feel better 100% of the time. 100% of the time, guys. You know that. I wanted to tell my story. I've been wanting to make a sim racing channel. I didn't really want to make it this way, but so be it. We are going to do it this way because the one thing missing in this community is, the ability to recognize those people out there with the disabilities and that push forward and go at it anyway and go that extra mile and try to do what they can do. I'm sorry if I get off track, guys. Again, I do take medication, so you'll have to bear with me with some of my videos. But I thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you want to see out of this channel, because I plan on doing tutorial videos, track run-throughs, car run-throughs, just anything and everything. All I have right now is Assetto Corsa, because I'm back in it fresh, and I knew it was a solid sim with plenty of content for me. So that library will expand soon, so don't worry about that. We'll get plenty of cars, plenty of tracks, plenty of stuff to do, plenty of things to learn. I do think I'm qualified to give advice on sim racing and driving in general. I do have plenty of experience. Like I said, over 8 years sim racing and almost 20 driving commercially. So, if you guys enjoy the channel and you want to have fun with me, you want to interact, have some fun. Maybe we'll start some friendly races through subs. Who knows? I don't know. This channel, one thing I do want to mention before I go, guys, this channel is not going to concentrate on competition racing simply for the fact of the mental disorders that I deal with on a personal day-to-day basis. I can't deal with certain things that happen with real people. Of course, there will be races. This is a racing channel, so of course there's going to be racing, but I can't race against real people. It causes something inside me, and I can't explain it. Doctors can't explain it either. So, but don't worry, there'll be plenty of racing, plenty to learn. If there's something particular that you want to learn, leave a comment, and we'll get it done. And if you're out there dealing with stuff like me, let me know in the comments. Let other people know that you're out there killing it. Are my lap times where I wanted to be at? You guys can probably tell they're not. But again, am I having fun? Am I in a good place in my mind right now? Yes, I am. And that's what this channel is going to be all about, getting everybody in that right frame of mind, having a good time, joking around, laughing. We can joke, we can laugh, we can have fun. At the same time, we can always learn. My mom used to say, If you didn't learn something today, you weren't paying attention, and those are words to live by, guys. So I'm going to leave you on that tip. One thing, I'm going to give a shout out to my friends at Next Level Racing, because when I reached out to those guys about what happened to me and me wanting to get back into sim racing, they immediately shot an email saying they wanted to send me a wheel stand racer. So just free of charge. So Next Level Racing, those guys are amazing. If you guys are looking for any type of wheel stand or cockpit too, you've seen the reviews. Their stuff is amazing. That's why I contacted them in the first place. But their rapidness to their quickness to response, and they're just easy. The way they were just so easy to give something so generously. You guys got to take that in consideration when you're purchasing products from people, because I've contacted a lot of manufacturers about my story, and I tell you what, I haven't heard back from but one. So I'm gonna leave you with that, guys. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. If you want to see something, if you like what you see, please subscribe, please like, leave a comment, hit that notification bell if you want to know. I'm not going to spam videos, maybe once or twice a week if people enjoy it. We'll see how it goes. But I thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video, guys. Have a good one.